I had an opportunity to work and serve on selection boards. So you're a junior officer, and you're supporting the senior the captains and the admirals as they make their selections. And you see the selection board process, and then you see who gets selected and who doesn't get selected. And you could just sit back there after a while and go, don't sweat the load, man. Just do your job. It's as simple as that. Mm-hmm. Because everybody's record, when they're up for flag, just about every one of those captains, their records are like manicured lawns, but not everybody's going to get it. And it's just forget, it doesn't matter. If you're going to get it, you're going to get it. But if not, just relax and just do your job. And really took an awful lot of pressure off there. But that was a time that then we wound up with First Gulf War. Mm-hmm. So wound up leaving there and going down to DevGru as the deputy commander.
And then how many years did you spend down there?
I spent 2 years down there, and then left to take over commanding officer SEAL Team 2.
Now, during this time, would you say that this is a time where you had the first Gulf War happen? Are SEALs starting to kind of become popular yet? I mean, I came in 1991, as I mentioned earlier. I mean, there was the Navy SEALs movie, which I'm sure Echo Charles likes. The Navy SEALs movie, I think, came out in 1991.
Yeah, it makes sense. Chuck Farr's movie.
yeah. But there was still not a lot of popularity. It wasn't a big deal yet.
No. So you don't want to have a history lesson for everybody out there, but because of the failure of the Iranian hostage rescue mission in April of 1980, and then compounded by what happened in Grenada, that the civilian side of the House made the decision that, especially because of the failure of the Iranian hostage rescue mission, that if we as a nation want to have an organization that be able to conduct no-fail missions, that we need to be serious about this. And there has to be one command that's organized, trained, and equipped to be able to do that. That started shaping the community. But we were still in the Navy, the Army was still in the Army, and through the Department of Defense Appropriation Act of 1987, Senators Nunn and Cohen tacked on the end of that appropriations bill the establishment of United States Special Operations Command and bringing in the Navy SEALs, Army Special Forces, Rangers, and 160th, and Air Force Commandos under United States Special Operations Command. So then we had our own line of money for unique. But be honest with you, at that time, my friend Tom Coulter, who mentioned that, once the SEALs came into United States Special Operations Command, Tommy goes, well, congratulations, we're now in the bottom of 2 food chains. Pretty much we were, but we still, in spite of that, the resources didn't flow. And the active duty military did not necessarily want to have this. And if they did, they wanted to have it 3-star command, it's close to Washington. And it was our civilians that said, no, we know the military. It's got to be a 4-star. And, actually probably had an awful lot to do with the powerful Florida delegation more than anything else that we wound up in MacDill. But it took quite a while, and we were just becoming. And but the leaders of the community made very, very good decisions with the limited resources we had, and we had other opportunities to do away with certain types of things that we as a community did. And one of them was, unconventional warfare, that the Green Berets were going to do away with that. And luckily they decided not to. So when 9/11 happened and they were able to send the 5th Special Forces in, with John Mulholland as the group commander and the other young folks that wound up being the horse soldiers. But that war was the defining thing for the community. Unfortunately, we paid a heavy toll to be where we are today. But when the opportunity presented itself for both Afghanistan and Iraq, special operations mentality and capability was at a premium, and we were ready at that time to do that. And luckily, the active duty military had come around, as well as the senior civilians, and completely changed the resourcing for United States Special Operations Command, and I have to say really gave us all the tools necessary and bent over backwards to make us as successful as we possibly could be. And we were carrying all the water. And so she said, back then nobody knew who we were. Now everybody knows who we are, but that also has got to do with the tax that we paid and the brave people that you mentioned a little bit earlier.